Yeah, I'm sitting here with my angel cards and I've got two decks of angel cards mixed together and my little tarot card. And last year each year I do a reading for the year, and I usually just pull one card. So that's what I'm going to do. Last year's one video was about water. The main event for the world was about water. And I do see that continuing. We kind of ended the year with the Standing Rock situation, but we have our own Standing Rock situation going here in Canada also, which is not getting any media attention at all. So I'm going just to do the same type of reading, the main event for the world for 2017, the main prophecy for the world for 2017. And I wrote a whole pile of notes here and I'm going to read, but the main thing that I get is a real theme of authenticity, that the world is going to really see the depth of how much we've been deceived on a global level. As much as the conspiracy theorists are being, the government, it seems like not the government, but certain people in power are really doing their best to shut down conspiracy theorists. It's become even illegal in Canada to say many things on video now and to do many things. And in America too, they're trying to shut that down as a desperate attempt, but that is not going to be successful. It seems like it's going to be successful, but it's not, because the world, especially people in Canada, especially America, are going to get a big, huge wake-up call this year. It's going to be as if many of the things that conspiracy theorists have been saying all along, that the government, not the government, I'm going to take that back. Why do I keep saying the government? It's people in very high positions, very powerful, wealthy people who have now lost their position. They're not in control anymore, who are trying to shut down all these conspiracy theories from coming out. They have lost. They've lost. The dark has lost. If you want to call Illuminati, whatever, the cabal, they have lost, okay? And they're going to make one last desperate attempt to hold on to power in 2017, but they've already lost it. So don't get involved in any drama. Now, I've seen a lot of different videos, including Doreen Virtue herself, prophesizing martial law for America, war. Myself, I'm not in America. What I get about that is that there is going to be one last desperate attempt not to allow Trump in. There's also going to be another big upstirring of this race thing, which is just a totally fake situation. Everything is being done to keep people in fighting and in drama so they can't see the real picture. Right now, you have to think about not your particular country, but very global, okay? Because so many things are now all attached together. They always have been, but now in a way there's no separating us. So the message is try not to get drawn into the drama, because it's one last desperate attempt for certain powers to hold on to that power, and it's not going to work, okay? So the message is not to get yourself involved in the drama. Stay away from it as much as possible, because it's a year of the star. It's a year of power for many people, individual power, authenticity, and the opening of the stargates that are going to give you so much individual power if you can stay out of the negativity and not get sucked into the drama. I'm going to talk more about that, about what I got written down, but I want to the main event globally. Now, I'm not talking for America, I'm saying globally. And again, I still get a lot to do with water. I think that what I'm seeing for now and for the future is a lot of issues with the creatures of the sea being very heightened this year, to the point where people really step in and say, wait a second, we're going to do something about this now. What's going on with the water, okay? And divine intervention has already stepped in for the world, and there's no stopping that. What can we the main event globally, because America is not the center of the universe, for all the inhabitants of the world for 2017. What did you do that for?
Because my mom stopped working.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, well, I got a very interesting card here. So, I didn't get the main event. I got a message telling the world to have confidence. And that's really what I was trying to express. What I'm trying to say is, don't get sucked in. You know, moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us when your confidence wavers, and we will bury you in your courage and faith. On this card, we have a beautiful dog in the background. We have butterflies. And the year of the star, you heard me mention that. You see the water? Now I'm going to get you the card, the tarot card that goes along with this year. Because every year, there's a tarot card to go with everything. So, and this year's the star. And I want to show you the similarities between the two. And this is all about confidence. The year of the star is all about authenticity. If you've been stuck for the last 5 years, feeling really stuck, why isn't manifestation working for me? Well, because manifestation is meant to be used for humanity, okay? Put the world first. Well, put yourself first, but the world first too, like in everything you do. How can I best serve humanity, okay? This is what it's all about at this time, but I want to show the similarities between these two cards. The nature all around her. The water. Her 1 foot in the water. The connection. It's an angel. The connection between the sky and the sea. The cosmos, not just the sky. Wish upon a star. Okay, so feminine energy. Okay, creative energy. The gap. So for 2017, the year of the star, make a wish, authenticity, the bridge between the connection of all, the stargates opening, a lot of cosmic activity out in the skies. We have energy that hitting the earth that we never had before because of the way the planets are aligned and the things that are happening out there. All the blue in both of these cards, you know. Have confidence. It's all about your self-confidence, your belief, your authenticity. And, you know, when I look at this card, she's like, to me, like a giant goddess, and she has no cares. It's no self-confidence and no lack of confidence in her. She's totally naked and just does not care. It doesn't mean anything, you know, that she's just total freedom and total 100% confident. Move forward confidently. So there's been a lot of fear put into people. There's been a lot of feeling like you can't speak up because you're going to get charged. The government, you know, you're a conspiracy theorist. If you speak your truth, you're free now. You're safe. You are not even going to have any choice but to speak your truth. It's just going to come out. And the depth of how badly we've been deceived is going to come forward this year. So as far as people predicting martial law for America, divine intervention has already taken place. So if martial law does occur, or a war, or some sort of big terrorist act, it's a decoy. It's a way to crumble. But everything is crumbling anyways, you know. It's the fall of the darkness, okay? So I'm just going to ask, you know, I'm definitely not seeing that. But, you know, I'm in a whole different country. Maybe it's just not going to affect me. But is there only thing, like I say, I see the desperate attempt to not allow Trump in. The desperate attempt of those that are really in power to stay in power. The desperate attempt to block some truths from coming forward that have already been placed out there. I just see a big tide of people now realizing that some of these conspiracy theories really are true. It's not realizing, it's just going to come forward in such a huge way, you know, that there's just not going to be any denying it. But with these cards, I'm asking, is there third World War III or martial law or some really big event happening in America this year? Oh, and I got 2 cards. So that's interesting. So we got the Nine of Swords and Page of Pentacles. So this is it's a terrible card. But then this would be the divine intervention, the messenger. You know, I still get the same thing, and like Doreen Virtue was saying, well, she was delivering her message, just stay out of the drama, know that you're going to be safe, know that there is a silver lining, know that it's going to be okay, okay? Back to explaining some numerology here, the numerology of 2017, and how that predicts some of the things that's going to happen. So here, 2012, the Hangman, 2013, Death, 2014, Temperance, 2015, the Devil, 2016, the Tower. And it was definitely a Tower year for many, many people. You can just see it reflected all over social media of just people saying good riddance to 2016. But it's just been a cycle of many years of just frustration. Sorry, my camera cut out, so I don't know where I was, but you know, that's the type of Tower energy, is when your camera cuts out. Things happen unexpected. So, you know, we went from these years to now we're in the year of a star, and for the next many years we're at a very auspicious, very lucky time of energy, okay? 2017. So we're in the 20s, the century. That's, you know, the 20 will be in front of us for many more years. We're in the time of the awakening. You've heard that many times. So we're 17 years into the awakening. But this year is going to be, we had 5 years here of, more than 5, a cycle of out with the old, in with the new. And it doesn't seem like that, but so many things now are going to crumble just before our eyes. It's going to be a year of boom, 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 of just things crumbling away, of a world just becoming so different, you know, of big change of people's DNA. I see so much to do with the sky, the cosmos, of the whole energies changing so much and changing our world, and people getting it now that it's not just about the earth, that when something changes in the earth, we're affecting everything, and when everything changes out there. But it's the magnetic energies, and the stargates have opened up. There's going to be a change in people that's so huge. So if you felt stuck during this time, and many people didn't, many people have already ascended to a certain level. Ascension is, and that's what this card is all about, ascension is happening in big, huge waves. So where we were for many years into a 50-50 split between dark and light energies, now another big, huge shift of the light rising up and the dark energy falling and the light energy increasing. And I hear star people. So I don't, you know, that whatever meaning that has to you, if it has no meaning to you, that's okay. But for people who know what that means, that's for you. Just that type of energy, a lot of energy from other worlds, other places, the meta energy of the earth, a lot of natural disasters to do with water and the cleansing of our water. A lot of inventions that were being held back are now going to come forward. A lot of things to do with energy, natural energy, free energy, solar energy, all that different types of energy are just going to explode. It's a year of authenticity. The world will not allow you. You will not be allowed, or you will not get away with not being authentic. And whatever is not authentic, it's just going to crumble right away. And that's the drama points. Don't get stuck in that drama. Stay away from it. Any of this fake race crap that's just being acted as a decoy, all these different riots going on, all being acted as a decoy to cover up the truth, and desperate attempts. So just have confidence in all this intuitive information that is going to start flooding you. Have confidence in what you're being told to do. You don't need to be afraid anymore. If you were afraid to speak your truth, or you really felt like so many people are just being targeted, you're free now. Even though it seems like there's so much censorship going on, we're going to be freed from that. So I got some notes here. Let me see what my notes say. Huge change in DNA, evolutionary shift. The light is winning in a huge way. The Cabal or the Illuminati, whatever you want to call it, has lost their hold. Manifestation happening huge. Wish upon a star. Just keep yourself in joy. Keep yourself authentic. Be you, do you. A lot of credibility, concrete proof of what conspiracy theorists have been saying all along. People, especially in America, realizing finally how badly they've been hoodwinked. I like that, tricked or hoodwinked. That's my word. The fall of darkness. If you were stuck, you are now unstuck. Lies are going to be exposed in a big, big, big way. And people who even have the energy of being liars and whatever are going to find it hard. They're going to stumble when they try to lie or try to trick people. They're going to stumble and be exposed in a big way. Star people, again, is the word. Number 17, divine intervention, huge, you know. It has already happened, but people going to see it. Miracles, you know. The tide is turned. Step out of the race issue and all decoy that have been put in place. Movement forward in a big way. Water and animals of the sea performing, showing us how to help them and helping us, you know, in a big way. And cleansing of our seas. Big natural disasters to do with water and the shifting of the poles and magnetic energies and ice caps melting. And at the beginning of last year's video, prophecy video, I talked about how we're having such a warm winter where we live here in Canada. Again, extremely warm. And that's all to do with shifts. And again, the main message is to stay positive and stay optimistic. Have confidence in your big intuitive abilities that are going to open up this year, your healing abilities, all your abilities and what you're being told to do. Have confidence. So just as a recap, it's telling you again to have confidence in what your intuitive feelings, because people are going to become a lot more intuitive this year, a lot more of angel energy on the increase, people receiving messages, receiving direction of what they're supposed to do. Have confidence that the craziness that's going on is for our benefit, that it's the final crumbling. Authenticity, and it's the year of the whistleblower in a big way. That, you know, there was so much resistance to listening and believing the whistleblowers, whereas there's just going to be concrete proof. There's going to be people that they're just not going to be able to stop themselves from telling the truth and exposing, like, people who you wouldn't expect. Cosmic energy coming from outer space, having a big influence on us. The change of our DNA, the light winning, manifestation abilities increasing like you would not believe. If you were stuck in a vibration of not being able to move forward, that is done for you now, and it's done for everybody who is in the light. Authenticity, have confidence in what you're being told to do. Sorry about that camera jerk there. Have confidence in what you're being told to do. The main message for planet Earth. I did it with the angel cards, but I don't think I drew one of these cards. The main message for planet Earth this year. What we can most expect to occur on this planet other than what I said. Love. Love in its purest form. A very pure form of love. Six of Cups is, you know, childhood, often, you know, the past, but it's just, that's not how I'm reading it, like crying for the past or pining for the past, but as just a real pure form of love, of caring for children and caring for ourselves, and a childlike authenticity coming out, and all this blonde hair, you know, you can take away from that what you want. Again, the feeling of the star people. So that's planet Venus up there, folks. Sorry about the shakiness.